What's up people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bhaskar and today's HTML topic is input types, email and password. So let's get started. So in previous video we have already discussed about text, number, submit, reset. Okay, let's discuss about email and password, how it works and how you can define email and password input types. So okay, this is syntax. What I'm going to do here is form. Guys, don't forget this element. Okay, until unless you define this element, the submit button and reset button won't work. Okay, so I've already defined form element here. So now I'm starting defining input fields. So first my field is going to be email. Okay, then second field is going to be password. So let's see what we bring here. See, you can see two text box here, but these are not normal text box. This is email box and this is password box. So to give user an hint, let's add placeholder. Enter your email. Okay, uh, enter your password. Okay, let's see how it looks. Okay, now the user will get an idea that we are asking about his email and here we are asking him to enter his password. Let's break the line, it will look more appropriate. That's it. Okay, we also need a submit button to submit these details. And one more thing I want to discuss with you, I guess I've already discussed that, about action. So the another input is submit. Okay, in buttons like submit, reset, you must mention the value because it ain't going to display anything on the button until and unless you define the value. So you want to show an option user to submit the data, so must enter the value as submit, or you can name it anything as per your comfort, as per your requirement. Okay, so okay, so now what I'm going to do here is whenever user is going to enter his email and password and clicking on submit button, it should display a message, thanks for your data submission or thanks for submission. Okay, how I'm going to do that? I already have another HTML file which is ind.html. Okay, I've simply, in simple syntax, what I did is I defined a plain text, thanks for submission, and what I want is, let me show you. So what I did, in action method, in action attribute, I defined the name of that index file ind.html, where our message is already defined. So what is going to happen? For example, uh, first of all, let me tell you how this email text box works. For example, if I don't put email address in a perfect format or in a valid format, it will display me a message that your email is invalid. For example, I forgot to enter at the rate and I simply entered Bhaskar Verma and this is my password. You can see the difference between text box and password. It hides the characters whatever you are going to enter here. Okay, so that's why we are using input field, specifically input field, instead of using text field. And email, what this is the input field password and this is input field email. What email does, see, I did not enter email address in valid format, so whenever I'm going to click on submit, you will see please include at the rate, sorry, let me enter it again, please include an address, sorry, at the rate in the email address. Bhaskar Verma is missing an at the rate. Okay, so let's enter at the rate here. Now see what it does, it simply submits the data. Okay, so according to it, Bhaskar and at the rate is valid format of email address. Okay, so I'm going to enter Bhaskar at the rate Verma.com. So let me save the results. Okay, what I did here is in action, I defined ind.html and I'm saving the results, and I'm refreshing the page, and now I'm going to enter a valid format of email, bhaskar.verma.com, and password. Now I'm going to click on submit, and you will see the message from ind.html is being displayed here. The reason is we defined this HTML document in our action attribute. So it simply submit button simply redirects me to ind.html. What ind.html did, displayed the message whatever we typed here. Okay, so this is how you can display a message on submission. Okay, so that's it guys. We will discuss in our next video further few the time based input types like time, date, week, date, time, local, and month. In next video we will cover this, and in next 1 or 2 videos we will cover all these input types. So till then, take care, bye bye. I hope you will like the video, and I hope you will practice these tags and everything whatever I've discussed in this video. So guys, bye bye, take care, keep learning, keep searching, and keep practicing.